So, okay. Okay. Oh boy. So, okay. Okay. Oh boy.
What's going on, people? We are starting to work on something new tonight. We are going to actually work on the client for the turn-based MOBA. Because essentially, I want a separate client to essentially, like you can play the game from your phone while looking at a separate screen. That way, you can have multiple people playing in a, I guess, in a general area, or even really separate actually. But we'll figure all that out later. Oh, hi, I'm Big Man. I'm the game developer. I'm a game dev. And I'm working on two games. I'm working on a turn-based MOBA, and I am working on a 2D strategy arcade game. But tonight we're working on the turn-based MOBA. And there won't be a lot to see because the client is just really going to be a bunch of panels, but we're going to see if we can get it up and running. We've already got it pulling data from the game, so we now just have to figure out how to display the information on the screen. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. So at this point, this is pretty much it. It will essentially generate, hopefully it's generating. Well, it was supposed to generate the panels. Because I have game data for an arena for essentially So to explain oh, there it is finally. So what it's supposed to do is, currently, it reaches out, tells the game that it's ready to. It wants to start a game. Essentially, it puts out a request for a game. The game, when you start up, looks out and looks for those requests. It starts up the game, and then it sends the information for the game level it generated up through the server and down to the client. The client then is supposed to make a 2D representation of the game arena. So I've got that working. Now I need to actually visually represent that on a 2D grid. And so what I want to do tonight is I want to actually have the spots where things are in the game, like fire and ice and stuff. I want to try to set that up where they're all represented on a flat 2D plane. So we'll see how far we can get with that tonight. So far though, I ain't seeing much here. And I actually think my panels also turned the wrong way. So we got to figure that out. So while we do that, let's jump over to our coding screen. So I'm trying to figure out why that value is 1 here, or that value is coming from 0. So why is this coming up 0? This value is definitely not 0. Oh, wait a minute, is that right? Oh. Actually, that's right. I'm wrong. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. Question is why my camera is looking that way. Why are my panels so small? And why is that turned that way? And that's super big.
Songs of love we used to sing, waking up to sky so blue. Every thought is tied to you. And the stars shine in the sky. I hear your voice, it's no surprise. Waking up to sky so blue. Every thought is tied to you. And the stars shine in the sky. I hear your voice, it's no surprise. Waking up to sky so blue. Every thought is tied to you.
I think either I need to pull the camera back or I need to make these panels smaller. Yeah, the viewport needs to be a lot bigger than that.
Tonofbrix says, "Hello, how are you doing tonight?"
I'm good, man. I hope you're doing well. How's it going? Tonight, I'm working on the client for the turn-based MOBA. There really isn't a lot to show. In fact, I can't really even show you the game because I updated my netcode and broke it. But it was more of
Tonofbrix says, Tonofbrix says, "Whoops."
But yeah, I updated just some drivers for the database connection and somehow broke everything. So I got to figure out what's going on with that. So I don't have the regular game. I don't actually have the main game to show tonight. So, but we're working on figuring out how to make the client this 2D map of the game area. And so once I get these panels situated, I can start kind of planning out how, or I can at least put markers where things are supposed to be in a level. Because I've got that data pulling down from the server for the game. So I've got game data in here of a game area, and I'm going to mock up where things get placed based off that data.
Tonofbrix says, sounds good.
Just trying to think, why are things turned the wrong way? Well, actually, is that turned the wrong way, or is that just, yeah? Well, it's rotated in the wrong direction. If I do a 90, that's because the original is that way. I'm sure that's what it is. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now I need to fix the camera view. Because it's well, I need to move it to the middle of the area, but I also need to make it bigger, make the area of it bigger. Well, Okay, they are overlapping, but why are they so big? I mean, they're not that big. The scale is right. They look like they're overlapping. Because 1021 should be... Okay, so they're in the right place. Ten 21, 2019. That's the right scale.
Tonofbrix says, I'm gonna be completely honest, the dedication you put into these games is crazy. You consistently stream and work on these games even if only a few people are watching or paying attention. Good job, man.
So, two things. Probably more than that, I'll probably rant, but, so, going into this, I knew that that was the deal. So I'm gonna make a game no matter what, right? Like, there's no... I would make a game, period. Like, whether streaming, whether, you know. But I had two things with that. One, I had to figure out how was I gonna promote this game when I don't have time to just do promotion by itself. And two, I actually do love streaming. Like, I love streaming because it allows me to be my natural self that I can't be in like real life. Like, I can't be a complete fool at work or out in public. And I don't really run into like-minded individuals that often. So it allows me to be creative in a way that I just generally can't. Like, look at my screen here. Like, I couldn't. Who would allow me to build that? Or what other reason would I ever have to build a crazy looking screen like you're seeing here? And I've got so many more other ideas that I could probably pull off through streaming. Like that Twitch extension I was just messing around with. I've got so many more ideas than that. So the nobody being around, I understood that going in, because like I said, the point is to kind of get people to see it as I'm working on it and get interest in it and build it. Because I know, like, you don't start marketing a game at the end. You market it close to the beginning in some form, either through imagery, through your concept arts, or, or going around. You find ways to market in general early on. So I'm guessing this is going to be point one. You're point one, aren't you? That's what this really is. Right? Is that right? Looks right. So my scale was off.
Tonofbrix says, speaking of Twitch extensions.
What? Was there you drop a link or something? I gotta go look in the chat. What do you mean by Twitch extensions? I thought maybe that was a prelude to dropping a link to one or something like that. But yeah, also to that point of like, where else would I get to be a goofy looking robot? When going back to the idea of streaming, I'm not a goofy looking robot because, you know, because I don't want to like show my face or anything. I don't really care about that. I'm a goofy looking robot because I want to be a goofy looking robot. Okay, so I think we got it now. All right, perfect. Lined up like I want.
Tonofbrix says, wait, can you not see the dog emoji? LOL, I was wondering if Doggo Cam was working.
Oh, the dog. I saw that. See, I can't, I'm listening to the TTS. And so when you said that, I jumped over and I saw the dog emoji and I wasn't sure what that was. Okay. All right. You keep asking for it. I will put it on my to-do list. I actually have a to-do list sitting right next to my screen. And on that to-do list, one of those is always dedicated to the stream. I got one thing on there. I got one more thing I want to do off that list for the stream, and then I will put dog cam on the stream. I will put dog cam on the stream on that list just for you, and I will name it the Tons Cam. I will name it after you. The Ton of Bricks Cam will exist. Just give me one more task I gotta knock out. Really, I got a couple, but for the stream, simply for the stream, I got one more task I want to knock out because I really want to get a bot going to kill the mine's blanking. Kill the bots that come in here. I really need to knock that out. But after that, the next thing I do for the stream, specifically for the stream, will be dog cam. I will figure it out for you. And the Tons Cam, the Ton of Bricks Cam will exist. I promise you. So we got that.
Tonofbrix says, bet thank you so much, take your time, no problem.
Yeah, I know. But here's the thing too, like looking at it right now, like the dog isn't in here now. So I'm gonna have to get him to come in here more. I just think like when I start streaming, he may not like the noise, but maybe I get him to hang out for a little bit, you know, before he goes off and does whatever else he wants to do. Oh, wait a minute, he's over here. Okay, so he's in the room, but he's not where I will put the camera. He's in another spot. I didn't notice. And he's eyeing me wearily. Like, what do I want? So he is in here. For some reason, though, he doesn't like that spot. Also, I'm planning to redo my office anyway, my stream room anyway. So now I got to figure that out as well. Because the table he normally hangs out under. Because before, the setup was the bed he likes to hang out in sits under a table, and so I had the camera. Velcro to the bottom of the table, and it kept falling off, like it was too heavy for the Velcro. And so eventually, of course, I just took it down because I got tired of messing with it, and you know, nobody cared about it. So now that we're losing the table, I got to figure out where we're going to move him anyway, and then I can figure out where to stick the camera. Because that table we're gonna give it to somebody, and I'll probably get a new table in here. Anyway, but that's all aside, some other time. Okay. So now that we got this, now we need to represent the different things that could be on these panels. Well, I guess I need a light first, right? I probably won't mess with that tonight. Then I could probably put the camera back the way it was. It's like size 5. Okay, that's probably fine. Yeah, and we'll go ahead and probably work, situate the camera in the middle of the arena as well. So let's situate that camera. So here I'm making up like 50 by 50, but what's going to happen is when you're in the client, it'll pull down a list of all the arena type. It'll give you 2 options. It'll either give you an option to look for a game, or it'll give you an option to create a game. If you create a game, it'll give you a list of game settings, and you can either pull down a preset, which I've already got that on the database side already, or it'll give you the ability to set your own preset or whatever. But like eventually I'll pull down the presets, which will have the number of panels for the type of game. And then when you set up your game, when you create start your game essentially based off the preset, then I'll essentially replace this with whatever the preset values are. So you could have an arena that's 25 panels by 25. You could have a 30 panel, 30 arena. I think I'll keep it. I'm thinking 50 might be the max because I don't want to go crazy. So what is 50 by 50 is about 2,500. You know, I don't want to go too big, but we'll see. It's adjustable. It's dynamic. But then once you've started the game, once you put in the request to start a game, when the game gets started up, it'll see the request, build the game off your presets, and then shoot up the information back to the server. Then the server shoots all the information down to the client. And that's what populates the arena on the 2D plane on the client. See.
Tonopbrix says, maybe in a future update you could make like really big maps with a bunch of players in it or something.
So my idea right now is a 5x5 teams. We'll see how that goes. Because the game is going to have 16 starter classes, right? 16 classes to begin with. And because I've been working it out where things counter other things. Like say the barbarian, if you get a barbarian that likes to use rage mechanics, then maybe you want to have another person that's a warlock that can essentially move in and out of combat, a melee area of him without getting hit. Essentially, like the warlock is the hit and run master. Or you want to have a mage a fire mage that'll keep shooting flames at him until he gets burns, which takes the defense down, and so forth. So that's my plan. Essentially 5x5 players that can pick from 16 classes, and the classes have the classes counter each other. So that's the first idea. and of course that will be adjusted. Maybe it'll work better with 6 people per teams of 6, or maybe teams of 4. I don't know. It just depends on how it balances that you can counter, teams can counter each other. Because each person can, I'm imagining my first inclination is to let people bring in 3 of their characters. So like you could have like, each person could have like 3 different characters of 3 different classes. And so maybe you want to bring in your barbarian, your healer, and your paladin. That way you can play offensively, you can play healer, or you can play support, or you can play defense. Or maybe, and then another person may want to bring in their earth mage and ninja, and their what's another one, and their knight, so they can play earth mage for area control, or what was the other one, ninja for like sneaking, subterfuge, sneaking around, hitting people, or what was the other one I mentioned? The knight, of course, for defense. But yeah, that's what I got. That's kind of like the ideas I'm running with on this. So right now it's 10 by 10, turn-based. That's also because since I'm also writing the net code, I'm wondering I'm seeing how much what's the good word for it? I can't think right now. How much it could actually take. Because I've already, in doing this, had to upgrade the netcode's performance twice. So as I'm developing this and learning this, I'm seeing like how much I'm going to have to do to make this functional and perform the way I want it to. Okay, that was a long rant to answer your question. Okay.
Tonofbrix says, okay, I see. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about if it gets big enough, I may actually like have other game modes, like one-on-one like chess, where one person controls an entire team of characters against another person, of course. I've even got kind of a crazy idea for a mode that's like a fighting game, but it's like they're automated. The characters will be automated, and you tell it what to use at any given moment. Like you can maybe stop the action and then give them a command. I've got a bunch of ideas, but first, I'm just trying to get to the base idea of 5-on-5 arena fighting, the 5-on-5 MOBA turn-based. So we want to position the camera. So now I want to put down well, I'm trying to figure out a good way to represent the different things on the panels. So I need to represent the state, if there's an interactive object on the panel, and if there's a type of water. I mean, if I had icons, I'd probably just use icons, but I didn't get that far before I started working on this. I haven't gone to set that up yet. I guess we can just start with the states here. In fact, let me go pull up. Probably go ahead and pull up the code for the other. Or wait, do I have it here? I pulled a lot of this code from the game. I think here I could just just grab these and just do one for each. We wouldn't do anything with normals. Well, if it's normal and it's something else, we need to change it from that, so we'll keep that. In fact, we'll probably need to keep the original state for a sec and then check, figure out what we need to change it from.
Tonopbrix says, LOL, kind of a random question, but do you still play War Brokers?
I haven't played in a while. Yeah. The biggest problem is that while the community was really cool, there wasn't a lot of people playing, so it was just a lot of bots. And if you look at the shorts I made, you'll see people say like, excuse me, you'll see people say, oh, that was a bot. Because I'll make a short about like, run up behind somebody and shooting them. And you're like, oh, that was a bot. I was like, okay. So like, a lot of times when I was like playing other players, it was really bots. And it was just kind of like, it was kind of a bit of a letdown, But I had fun, as you can tell from like the video and the from the shorts. Oh, so we'll need, okay, what we need to do is essentially do this twice, because we need to know what it was to get rid of what's there. And then what it will be to actually put what needs to be there. Yeah, I can't do that. And now the dog goes and lays over there. He literally just walked over there and laid there. I have no telling what's on that dog's mind sometimes. He just will lay one place and then will go lay in another place. Anyway. Yeah, I can't do that because this doesn't have a value yet. Yeah, I can't do that yet. Well, actually.
Tonofbrix says, "Yo, I got to go, it was nice hanging out, have an amazing night, and until next time, see ya. Also tell anybody who comes that I said hi."
I will, man. Thanks for hanging out, and you have a good night. Yeah, we'll do two of these. We'll do one to remove stuff and one to put stuff there.
Tonofbrix says, "See ya."
Yeah, so if it's a hole, we just need to not make it a hole anymore. I'm going to bring up the original code because there's things I want to pull from there. And the create control makes sense. Yeah, there I'm looking at the new state before I do it. That's probably a good idea. If it's normal, just break out of this. Yeah, all right. Yeah, get the mesh render and enable or disable it or hold. This will be the first thing we can check too. We'll come back and put the rest of the stuff in.
Empress of fire in the reign of the lion, eclipsed in the eye of the empire of
Maybe it doesn't exist.
Parisians. Empress of fire, what season may come?
Oh, I forgot to put state.
Fight for the day you'll restore our heart and bring us to glory. We are forever in your graces. Empress of fire, save us everyone. The nation reviles, the course is but run.
Okay, so that didn't seem to work. Let's figure out what happened. Oh, because I never actually said it right. Okay, I don't like it. Any of them more changed? Wait. You have mesh render. Oh, okay. Okay, we didn't get in there. Oh, because wait, no, no. This should be updated, so it shouldn't be the same from some of the values. Okay, a bunch of normals. Why are all these normal? Wait a minute, it didn't pull any of the information down? I wonder if that's part of the problem I ran into when I upgraded my net code. Wait, no, I should have some data from the last time I pulled down an area, an arena. Hold on, look at something. Oh, I don't have a save. I swore it. So when that error happened, when I was testing the netcode, it got rid of that save too. So I have no way to test this. Unbelievable. It killed both the saves I had. Okay, well, we can at least keep working on it. I can even just make up the data as I go to test. Like I'll do it right now. No? Oh. I know I forgot. Right. There we go. So 02. Nice, exclusive. Should put the data back just in case. So I don't forget it later. There we go. And that's a lot more than it would be in the game, but because I think I have a like I'm putting a limit on like 15%. When you set the game settings, you can only set up like 15% hazards on the map. So it'll only take like up to 15% of the map tiles as hazards, or transfer them into being hazards. Okay. Let's see one of these. So yep, that worked. Let's move on to the next one. How we want to represent We can do anything from normal. Alright. How do we want to represent if something's wet? And we'll probably do icons for this later. Right now, we're just going to put a placeholder in. Let's go make a placeholder in Unity. We'll just put it. Let's hop over to somewhere else. And we still got this. Can use that from the original code. I didn't know if I was keeping it or not. So it's not no. Do we have that set right? Yeah, set to no. Right. Let's see if that worked for us. Oh, that one has a flame in it now. But we're not doing flames right now, we're doing water. Which it didn't do. Oh, because I didn't replicate it for one. Or, wondered in the other code, do I actually do it like that? Yeah, I do a find each time. I might change that. I might have it utility hold these assets in it and then just grab it there instead of doing a find each time. I don't know how expensive that operation is, but it can only help if I just do it once and then replicate it. Oh, it didn't work though. Should name this real quick. I forget. Well, it's not what I really wanted to say, but at least proving that they're out there now. Okay, that works. Claim that name though. Let's make us a replacement for some frozen. Just thinking about something real quick. All right. should fit right on there. Now, I could, of course, combine these into one function, but I will probably make changes to these individually later. These are all just placeholders. Since I'm going to essentially do the same thing for each of these for right now. Frozen, and let's go check it out. And water should be next to it. Yep. Alright. Let's do it one for fire next. Oh, I can think I'm typing it wrong when I'm actually typing it right. Just go ahead and knock out the next one. Well, that's it, right? Water, frozen, a flame, hole, and then we're not doing anything with hole. So actually, that's fine. So for these, we'll put lights for these. So we use objects for the states. We're going to use placeholder lights here, and then we'll use some more placeholder objects here. All right, let's see. Let's get this set up. It's an interactive type. What is that? Oh, what am I working on? Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Might as well keep this for right now. Or I can kind of go ahead and just set it up. No, I won't be using it. Well, things not necessary. Hey, Green. How you doing tonight, man? I'm doing okay. Tonight, I am working on just getting the game client working. A 2D representation of the game field. Hey, what you been up to? I think it was like been a week since we spoke. So we're just gonna have it get these objects. I don't know if we're going to actually have actual objects representing this. Let's see what it was in here. Okay, how'd it go? Just destroy them. Oh, actually, that's not right. Okay, let's see if this works. So I put the random on that. Nope, but I'm wrong one. Yeah, tell me how you develop your. Are you talking about like develop your business with them, or are you talking about like working with them and then developing your business on the side? That's essentially what I'm doing. I'm of course I work for my day job during the day, and I take advantage of the fact that since I don't have to commute or anything for that job, I can just switch right from that work to my own work. Yeah, that's what I'm saying on the side. Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah, go get it. Get your hustle, man. Okay. I didn't change their position, did I?
La razón de mi canción.
I did not. Yeah, I did not.
En el río su reflejo observo.
Can you tell me anything about the position now? You don't have to go into complete details. What you be doing?
Cada nota un mensaje de fe, cantando fuerte para que se dé. Entre
That's very cool. I don't know a lot of people that would that. I don't know a lot of companies that are that cool.
esperando el momento en que respondes, su canto nunca se detendrá, hasta que la coquí su amor dará.
Actually, go ahead and just get rid of this.
Coquí, coquí, tu amor es así, una melodía que me hace feliz. Tus notas llenas de pasión son la razón de mi canción. Coquí, coquí, tu amor es así, una melodía que me hace feliz. Tus notas llenas de pasión son la razón de mi canción.
Online shop in the editor there. Okay. Like, are you a full stack developer, or are you going to be back end, middleware, or front end, of course? I'm a full stack, but I work primarily on the back end. Well, really, my day job right now has me working kind of middle to front, actually, but I'm normally back end. Oh, wait a minute, to actually make the change I was meaning to make? Okay, that's a lot of them. But it is random. And there's nothing for them to light up either. Yeah, I'm not a designer either. Nah, I'm definitely a developer. Oh, okay, interesting. Cool. Yeah, mine essentially, we do an internal app for a medical system for putting in their projects. So it's a completely internal app. Okay, why no 19? Oh, because I didn't log it. So what's your, so in starting, because I know you were talking about you're starting your own analytics company. Like, what would be your first step? I'm going to say that's done. We'll move on to this one. Oh, I know. But it's like anything, you got to have like your plan. Like, what's your plan of action? That's just... yeah, same. Actually missed as well. I missed one. All right, so we need to figure out what we want to do for these guys. What do we want to? Well, we'll represent a wall with just we'll put together a small rectangle for that. Let's go and jump over to Unity and see. Let's make us a little bit of a wall. A little bit smaller. All right. Placeholder. Huh, okay. Do you mind telling me, like, what area you're from? Because I'm not familiar with the European Data Protection Act. We're gonna wall. What are we gonna represent our object in our midst with? Germany. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm definitely not familiar with them laws then. That's not what. Oh, I just stuck it in the middle of the area. Do that. Well, anyway, man, good luck to you. No matter what you got to go through to get it, I see it's worth the trouble if it's your passion. 'Cause look at me, I'm sitting here, I'm literally working on my stuff like every free minute I have. Just I was telling Bricks was in here earlier. You know, he says hi, by the way. Oh, where's he? Any processing? So wait a minute. So I know in America we have like PII laws. You can't like, you have to if you're going to use data, you have to depersonalize it. Like I know those laws because I've definitely worked in places that haven't followed that law. Just to be quite honest with you. And I had some places that followed it to the letter. Like if you wrote code that touched personal data, you had to make sure you scrubbed out people's specific information. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, that sounds a bit extreme from what we have here, I believe, but you definitely get fined. Like your company gets fined if you don't like properly handle PII. And like I said, I worked for one company that was very strict about it. Like you got in trouble if your code allowed PII through it. And other companies where they barely gave a dang about it, even though they could get in trouble for it. We'll just represent the object as a capsule for right now. We're not doing anything crazy. It's not like we're going to keep these forever. So I got a couple things here. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about they're very strict on their data rules, I would imagine that.
Get up on your feet. Get something to eat. Wow.
I wouldn't doubt it. See, that's my thing about like DeepSeek R1 and TikTok. They are very about getting your information, I believe. Well, I won't say DeepSeek R1 because I don't know enough about it. But I feel like
In your face, hole.
where the EU is very strict about their data, about people not getting hold of your data or protecting your data. I believe like the Chinese government is all about like cultural what do you call it? They use data. They gather as much as they can and they use it for I can't find the right word, but it's like cultural programming. If you know what I'm saying. Like they use data to learn, to understand about you. This is what I believe, by the way. They gather data to understand how to better manipulate populations. That makes sense. Social engineering. Social engineering is what the word I'm looking for. They're good at using data for social engineering purposes. And I think we've been exposed to it through TikTok, and I'm wondering if this DeepSeek R1 is a bit of that as well. I don't know enough to know if there's like implicit bias in their model, but I am wondering about that. Though it does, the actual existence of that model changes the game where people can have their own version of ChatGPT, a better version of ChatGPT running locally for themselves if they can get the hardware. If they can get they get the specs to run it essentially. I actually have tried to run it myself. And my computer wouldn't do. Well, I ran a quantized version. But what I had to run it on didn't really run it that well. Anyway. But all this to say, yeah, different regions and countries look at data in different ways. And like you're saying, the EU is very strict about how you use people's data. Anyway, okay. Object placeholder, and I need a miss placeholder. Let's just go ahead and put a particle system there. That And whoops. All right, get this tested. Oh, I didn't set the position. Oh, I did. Okay, so I think we got our placeholder set for that stuff. Where's the wall at? Okay. So that's it. I mean, that's pretty much all I have for tonight. I think we've got everything set up. Let's go ahead and actually fix this though. But I got all my placeholders set up for when I get my data able to set up to actually be pulled. And then we can actually have a real test run, which I'm not able to do tonight. But we will probably come back and do that. I will fix my game off stream and get it up and running so that we can actually test this out one night. But if you don't mind, well, yeah, okay. Never mind. I think we'll call it. Thanks, Ton of Bricks, for stopping in. Much appreciated. Thank you, Green Coder. Thank any lurkers that stopped through. Much appreciated. I will probably be back next week, and I have not, probably on Monday, and I have not decided what I'm gonna do yet, because I'm kind of in between on everything. Either have to fix my, you take it easy, Green. I have to fix my main game, or I gotta get some assets set up for the side game, or I have to fix my main game so we can actually work on the client. Anyway. Yeah, I'll take it easy. You have a good night, and I will see you next time.